Sometimes I hear people say, oh, so and so, they said if you put this particular kind of oil on your third eye or something, or on your throat chakra, or maybe if you put these beads on or wear this color or whatever, then you go deep. Face the north, face the northeast, face this way, face that way. Then you go deep. Sit on a special animal skin, sit on this, sit on it, then you go deep. This is individual inception creeping into our practice. It doesn't matter from our perspective if we're sitting in a moving train or sitting in an aircraft or on a car seat or in our favorite seat or in the Vasishta cave in the Himalayas. It doesn't matter where we are. We close our eyes and we let go of individual inception. And whatever can happen will happen. If we're being effortless, then we will go as deeply as we can go in that given sitting. If we're being effortless and still we're not going deep, that's because nature is using that session for us to release stress, to normalize and purify, which actually for that particular session is the best possible outcome for us. The one thing that's always consistent is how we are better outside of meditation for having done it twice each day. As a result of practicing, we should see that we are more adaptable. We are more successful in interactions with the demand of the environment. We're more creative. We're fresher. Our thinking is getting broader and broader day by day. We are allowing our awareness to fall on those things which actually are important with regard to our individual contribution to evolution, and finding it easier and easier to let go of those things that aren't really important to our individual contribution to the evolutionary process. And with this, each individual is behaving more and more in tune with the laws of nature as they apply to her or to him. And so then with that, we're living a life that's more in tune. And when we're more attuned with the laws of nature, we suffer less. We don't know this usually because nobody knowingly sets up a situation where they suffer. But whether we know or don't know, by knowingly or inadvertently, usually inadvertently, violating laws of the way that nature is working for us, we end up designing unconsciously our own suffering. And so as we continue meditating, we will notice suffering becomes less and less and less because we are becoming more conscious of what are the specifics of our individuality and its particular role in evolution, and being able best to use our talents, our natural and inborn nature, and bringing that into interaction with the need of the time. And with that, suffering decreases and decreases. And a person who is suffering less is the most useful person for all others who are suffering. We cannot bring the world into a state of less suffering collectively by increasing our own suffering. By being somebody who is suffering in our own life, if we haven't cleaned up our own backyard first, trying to race out and help the world when we are stressed, all we're doing is spreading our stress to everybody else. Our first thing should be decrease our own individual collection of overloads of experience, decrease that, and thereby increase the vast intelligence that is available to our human brain, big billions and billions of neurons human brain with which we were born, being able to liberate that to bring the best to everyone else in the world. This is, as meditators, our wish. We wish to be the most useful by virtue of which anyone who comes in contact with us in some small way manages to be uplifted, have their consciousness uplifted by any kind of contact with us, whether it's virtual or physical. And we can do that best by being the least stressed person we can be.